So I really struggled with writing blog posts, getting ahead on blog posts. I would be that person that would be sitting at my desk typing up a post just an hour before it went up and feeling totally overwhelmed. I would look at other bloggers who would have their posts scheduled out for months. They would have a content plan. They would have all of this stuff figured out. And sometimes I would even try to do that stuff and I would always fall short. I would always fail. Sometimes I would get 2 to 3 weeks ahead on posts, and then I'd be so exhausted from writing those posts that I'd take 2 to 3 weeks off and just not write any blog posts, and then I'd be behind again. So today I want to talk about how to write blog content fast. And when I talk about writing blog content, I'm not talking about sacrificing quality over quantity, because I really believe the quality of a post is one of the most important things as a blogger. So today, just really quickly, I want to take a side note and I want to look at what makes good blog content, because as we talk about creating this blog content fast, I want to make sure that you're creating good blog content. So I'm going to go into a couple of tips right now. Just as a side note, I do have a blog growth challenge that goes into each of these tips in detail and will help you really to optimize your posts and optimize your content, as well as several other things to optimize on your blog. So the link for that is below. So just really quickly, good blog content. What makes good blog content? The first thing is to write at least 1,000 words. There's a couple different ideas of how many words a post should be for SEO, but I would say a good starting minimum is at least 1,000 words. The next thing would be to have at least one researched keyword on your post that you are going to embed in different places throughout the post. And again, these specific things will be in that blog growth challenge. Having headings and subheadings and bolded text strategically throughout the post, having internal and external links, and then having call to actions throughout the page and throughout the post, and then also on the page, a lot of times at the bottom of the post. And then you need to also create a Pinterest optimized image. And a lot of times I'll create multiple. I'll include one on the post and then I'll just share others on Pinterest. And then finally having a researched and an optimized title. So these are some of the things that can really help you to create quality content and create good blog content. So again, you can check out that blog growth challenge below and that will help you to go into detail about this good content. But let's go ahead and talk about the secret to creating this blog content fast, because that's what we're here for today, right? So if you're excited, hit that like button. You can also subscribe below to get more tips like this. So let's dig in. So what is that secret to creating good blog content fast? You ready? Using a spreadsheet and creating themes is one of the most foundational things that has helped me to be able to create blog content ahead of time and to create it really fast. So a lot of times it's really hard to think of ideas that not only go together as you're writing through the months, but also ideas that are going to work with your products, with the things that you're promoting, and with your audience. So creating these themes is really helpful in that. You can do it one of two ways, and I actually do both ways, one on each of my blogs. You can create monthly themes or you can create weekly themes, and those weekly themes would then be based on categories. So for monthly themes, I'll go through and I'll think of themes, and for an entire month, so 4 to 5 posts, I'll write directly and specifically on that theme. And it makes it so much easier because you're coming up with ideas that are almost like a series and they build off of each other. So you get to the point where your blog content is almost writing itself. And then to go with weekly themes, you can also do like each post is going to hit one of the categories of your blog. So for example, your first post will hit one category, your second post will hit another, and you'll repeat that every month. So I do that for this blog, Real Living Made Simple. And I do think the monthly themes is easier, and I do find myself writing content a lot faster. But writing these weekly themes also helps me to get ahead and stay ahead, because I know exactly what I need to post each month. So how do you come up with these themes? The first thing you're going to need to consider is your niche and your audience. What niche are you in? What topics does your people in your niche write about? I'd love for you to comment below with the niche that you're in, just so we can kind of connect and get an idea of who you are, and you can connect with other people. But go ahead and comment with your niche. What niche are you in, and what is it that your audience is looking for in that niche? A great way to do this would be to go ahead and go on Pinterest or Google and just search through some of the different topics in your niche to see what are people looking for. And then also, I also like to at least once a year, maybe every other year, survey my audience, and I'll get a really great idea of some topics that they're loving, some topics that they're not really loving, and also some new ideas. Sometimes I'll even take what they say and directly make a list of post ideas. And then you can fit those into the themes, or you can create a theme based off of that. And then finally, considering the products that you're selling, or the affiliates that you're promoting, or different things that you're trying to promote on your blog, this is a great way to come up with themes as well. So if you're selling, for example, I'm going to be launching a devotional for my blog, Courage, Hope, Love, in October. And so that month, I'm going to be posting specifically on the topics that relate to that devotional. And then the month following that, I have another topic that's really a good supplement that will also encourage people to go back and look at that devotional. So that helps me to come up with that. I also can look at like the bundles or other affiliates. If there's a course or a bundle that you're promoting, maybe the month ahead and the month during, you can write posts on that topic. So that's a great way to brainstorm ideas and come up with themes. So I'm just going to take a quick moment to dive into each of these spreadsheets and what they will actually look like. You can download the actual spreadsheets below, but I'm just going to give you a couple quick ideas of what it will look like. So we're going to start with the monthly themes. So for monthly themes, what you're going to do is you're going to open up a spreadsheet, and along the first column, down the rows, you're going to write the months. So September, October, November, December, as far as you want to go. I sometimes break it up by year, just to break it into smaller chunks. But write out each of the months, and then leave a column next to that where you can write the themes. And then across the top of the other ones, you're going to write post 1, post 2, post 3, post 4. And then if you do a fifth post, I'll include that because some months there are 5 weeks on the day that I'm posting. And so I'll gray out the cell if there isn't 5 weeks in that month. So go ahead and list across the top the posts that you're writing, and then you have a fill in the blank essentially, and then you can go through and you can list down your themes, and you can also write out your post ideas for each theme. So that's a quick way to do the monthly themes. The weekly themes, it's going to look very, very similar. You're going to write down the months down the list, and then across the top you'll do posts. But I like to, instead of doing the themes, I'll write in parentheses next to like post 1, I'll write one category, post 2, I'll write another category. So each month when I'm writing what idea that post is, it will be in that category. So again, you can download these spreadsheets below. You can also add extra columns, like I definitely have a column for the free resource that I'm promoting that month, and it will often relate to the theme of the month or any notes that I have. And then you can also include some extra columns for things to help optimize your stuff if you want to get ahead on that as well, like keywords, or any affiliate links, or internal or external links, or any guest posts that you're going to do. So these are just some bonus columns. The key here is to really plan pretty far ahead. When I first started this, I did, I think, 6 or 7 months ahead, and then I also brainstormed some themes for the other months, but I didn't quite list out the posts yet. But planning far ahead so that you can go through and sit down to batch write your posts. So sometimes when I sit down to batch write, I'll skip around because I'm trying to get at least 2 or 3 months ahead of actual written posts. So I'll skip around and do ones that go together, or ones that are just on my heart to write about at that time. And that really helps me to get ahead. So I hope this idea helps you. Again, you can download that spreadsheet below. You can also download or take part in the Blog Growth Challenge. The link for that is below. And I hope that you found this helpful. I'd love to hear your comments or any questions you have in the comments below. And don't forget to